Hello, girls and boys. Ready? Let's begin.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It is April. It's May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Day 47 of Gavin Newsom's California Stay Inside Shelter, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am having a great day. As usual, trying to keep it positive, trying to keep it encouraging, trying to always be looking on the brighter side of how things are going. Things are going really well, and I am here again for another show. Sorry, I haven't been here in a week. Honestly, our last show was so good. Let me adjust the volume here because maybe I'm blowing out some of your speakers. Our last week's show was so good. If you haven't checked it out, we broadcasted on April 28th. It was with our guest, Dean Braxton. What's kind of cool about that is we were on for 1 hour and 45 minutes, which has some significance if you listen to last week's episode. I think I'm going to leave it at that for you to figure out what I mean by all that, right? Let me just adjust this camera just a little bit. Anyways, today I don't have an agenda. I'm trying this thing. I saw some lives this week where people kind of went into them without an agenda and did not have a set schedule of what they were going to talk about, what they were going to discuss, but just kind of left it up to the audience to decide. So if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter, Periscope. Twitter, Periscope is kind of the same thing. If you're watching on any of those, please let me know you're watching. Put a 1 in the chat so I can see that you're here. And I want to do something kind of a little fun tonight. I would like to, everyone who's here, as I see you're in here, and you put a 1, so I know you're here. I'd like to give a little shout out to you and give a little memory that we have together, if that's cool. Maybe that's not cool for everybody, but and maybe I won't be able to for everybody because maybe you're watching this on TikTok and we haven't met yet. Just an opportunity to. You guys like my new hat? This is my new hat, my newest hat. It is the Los Angeles Chargers bolt up. I have officially declared my fanhood to the Los Angeles Chargers. One, I live in Southern California, so it makes sense to have a team that is in Southern California. And two, this last week they drafted Justin Herbert from Oregon. He's my quarterback. He's my guy. More than Joey Harrington was, more than Marcus Mariota was, because both of those guys were from somewhere else. But Herbert was a local boy. He's a Eugene kid. Born and raised, went to Sheldon High. So I am a big fan of the Los Angeles Chargers now. They're my team. I've committed my fandom to them. Some people might say it's a bandwagon. That's cool. It's not. It's not a bandwagon. I'm committed to this team, even if Herbert busts out his knee, God forbid. Jesus, forgive me for saying such an awful thing. But if he's gone, week 2, I will still be committed to this team. I also have a friend. I met a friend recently that plays for the Chargers, so that's kind of cool to have a friend that's an NFL player. And he would consider us friends too, just FYI. It's not just me saying he's my friend, because I barely know him. He would know my name. He would possibly okay, so I don't have a friend that plays for the Chargers, but I just want to pretend like I do. I am a big fan of Justin Herbert, so I am looking for opportunities to meet him. So anybody that's out there that's part of Charger Nation, Charger Bolt Up Land, I don't know what our official names, our official things are. I'm sure I'll figure those out. I do plan on when sports happen to where we can go to games, I plan on going to games to watch the Chargers, and I'm really looking forward to when the Chargers play the Las Vegas Raiders, because Marcus Mariota just signed with the Raiders during the offseason. So it'll be a really interesting game to watch, especially if both quarterbacks are playing against each other. That would be a fun Oregon game to be at. So, how's everybody doing? How is quarantine for you all? I am excited to get back to it. Today was actually a very interesting day. As you know, I'm technically considered an essential worker, so I'm working every day. Today I was up in Eley, and on the drive back at around 3 o'clock, guess what? There was traffic. It was normal style traffic, like certain spots where you're driving along doing 55, 70, and then all of a sudden it slows down to 20. Those were normal today. So I am kind of frustrated about that. Obviously, all y'all that are heading back out now are not getting the memo that you're supposed to continue driving 80 miles an hour. You're supposed to be continuing. Oh my gosh, no wonder nobody's watching this thing. Listen to this sound. Awful. What's going on here? We got to fix this. Oh, you know what the problem is? I hear it double, but that's because I have two screens playing it right now. Let me see if that's... Yep, my bad, sorry. I was thinking there was something bad with the sound. You guys are probably hearing it double now because I turned up the volume on my laptop to just make sure that we were having sound. Anyways, Jackie Henry, what's happening? Watching from TikTok. Thank you for being here. Brian and Brittany F, thank you for being here. The Plague, thank you for being here. Who's here on Facebook? I don't see who's watching in Facebook. I don't have that ability. Maybe I do. Let me look at this little button here. See if I can see who's here on Facebook. No, I can't. YouTube, we got a couple people watching on YouTube right now. If you're here, push a 1. Hit 1 in the chat so I can see that you're here. But anyways, traffic was busy today. I gotta tell you guys that I have become a nerd. Become a nerd. I found something nerdy that I do. So, oftentimes, if you're a regular viewer of the show, you'll hear sound like a wind tunnel from time to time, and that's normally when my window right over there is open, and my office is in the flight path of John Wayne Airport. So I will hear flights as they're coming in and landing. So the other day I was looking, Nate, what's up, man? Good to see you. Guys, if you don't follow Nate, that's probably because you're offended. But you should follow Nate because he has some of the funniest posts I've ever seen on Facebook. There's two people that when I read something really funny, I immediately scroll up to see if it was either Nate or Darren that posted it. Those two guys post the funniest things on Facebook. Anyway, Sergio, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Hey, Sergio, you won a book last week, and so we're putting that in the mail. Just wanted to let you know. But yeah, so the flight path. My office is in the flight path, so I found a website. Let me actually see if I can share it with you guys. Nope, I don't have it open right now. But it's flighttracker.com, flighttracker.net, something like that. And it's cool because you can see every flight that's in the air. You can see every flight that's flying in the air and like where they're heading, where they're going from. Maggie and Brophy, hey Maggie, Rita, I emailed you. You won a book last week, so I need your information so I can send you that book. I'm sure you've probably already responded. Mo W's, what's up? But yeah, she says, hey, I emailed you. Perfect. But anyway, so I found this website called flighttracker.net, I think, and it will show you can zoom out and see everywhere that there's a flight in the air at a certain time, where it's going from, where it's going to. Really, really sweet, cool little thing. And so every time I have a flight fly over, as I hear it before I see it. So I'll look up and see, oh, it's a Southwest flight. I wonder where it's coming from. It's always, Southwest is always coming from Sacramento, San Jose, and Phoenix, sometimes Vegas. But those three, San Jose, Sacramento, and Phoenix, normally are the Southwest flights. And then if I see United flight, it's normally coming from either like, man, where one of them's from Houston. I always see the Houston flights coming in, and it's just cool. Like, it's totally stupid and nerdy, but it's like a new pastime. It's kind of like bird watching. I look up and see a plane. I'm like, where's that from? Where's that going? And then it's cool because real time on the map. See, now I gotta show you guys. I gotta show you the map. So let me pull it up really quick here. Now, let me fix this because as soon as I hit space, it's gonna switch. Okay, there we go. So now it won't switch back and forth between camera shots. It's called flightradar24.com, and I'm gonna show you guys this because it is so cool. Window capture. There we go. All right. Hopefully you guys will be able to well, we'll go back here. I'm trying to get it so you guys can hear me. There we go. You should be able to hear me now. So yeah, so this is kind of a cool website. Let me zoom in on it if I can. Yeah, I can. So you can see here's John Wayne Airport right here. And this one's blocked, so it's not telling us where it's coming from. But we can look at where it came from. And it looks like it came from somewhere up north, from Portland, Oregon. So that's a flight from Portland, Oregon. I'm not exactly sure why it's blocked. But then when I unclick that, you can see this flight right here is a FedEx flight going from, let's see, going from Salt Lake City to John Wayne. So that flight will actually be crossing. My office is right around here, so that flight will be crossing here shortly. You guys will probably hear that flight as it's going, as it's coming. This one right here is, it's not letting me see. Oh, I need to unclick that one. No, it's not telling me. Anyways, yeah, I know. It's dumb. I'm sorry. I think it's so cool. I think it's one of the coolest things I've found in a long time. Being able to see what's overhead. It sounds kind of cool. I know, right, Melissa? It sounds kind of cool. But wait, there's more. That's great. Anyways, guys, I didn't have a big thing to talk about tonight. Does anybody have any questions or anything that they want to discuss? Non-political, Nate. You're talking about real-time flights. Cool. Yes, they're real-time flights that you can see on this website, and you can like see where they're at, where they're flying. Oh, I didn't show you that. Let me show you that. Let me show you one of the cool things about it here. Let me switch back over to that camera for you guys. One of the really cool things is when you, these are all the flights that are in Southern California right now. When you zoom out, you can see all the flights, like the little blue spots are airports, but these are all the flights that are in the air right now that are flying from one place to another or at an airport. So there's a bunch of, like, I think that's Hawaii right there. Look at the flight path of this coming over, going across, right? Africa doesn't have a whole lot of flights in its area, neither does South America. But look at all these flights and there's a ton coming out of China into the U.S. right? Like, look at this stream of flights. Actually, all the flights are heading to China right now. They're heading back from China earlier in the day, but look at all these flights heading to Asia right there. It's just insane, right? Isn't that crazy? There it is. Okay, guys. Remember I told you FedEx flight. So we're gonna go off the grid a little bit here. See if you guys can see this. See it? Oh. FedEx flight. Right there. That's the one we were talking about earlier. How cool is that? Isn't that dope? That's pretty awesome, right? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's stupid. Maybe you guys all think that was the dumbest segment I've ever had. That's cool, but that was the flight we just saw earlier. So I think that's cool. And you can think it's kind of cool, or you can think it's lame. Don't hurt my feelings at all. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Sorry, this is an unplanned episode. We didn't have a lot planned. If you want to check out my episode from last week with Dean Braxton, I'll just give you a quick rundown. It was a story about him, an hour and 45 minutes in heaven. Really, really, really cool story. The episode is about an hour and 45 minutes, and a lot of people ask a bunch of questions. And if you want to ask questions, I mean, I guess you could comment on the video. If you want to watch it on Facebook or you want to watch it on YouTube, you could comment on the video, and I could see if Dean would be willing to answer that question. But anyways, I just wanted to come on here because I hadn't been on here in a week. I promise I will be here with a little bit more of a format on Thursday, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe.